I'm here at Portland Nursery on Stark Street, and I'm with Sean. And Sean, today we're going to be talking about twisted plants because there's a lot out there now that you can buy for your gardens, and they really do tend to add a cool structure, even in the winter with the deciduous ones, to your garden.
Absolutely. There's a lot of interesting, well, contorted or twisted plants that can be used in the garden. Did you want to go over some of them?
Yeah, and you know, a lot of us know about hazelnuts, but this really puts a twist on things, doesn't it?
You can say that, yeah. As you can see, the branches are very twisted, as it said, and it shows up best actually in winter, as you said, after it drops its leaves.
Yeah.
They also form cute little catkins or blooms in the late winter before the leaves come out, which is especially interesting.
And the fall color isn't amazing, but it is a lovely shade of kind of a yellowish color, so it does give you some year-round interest. Now, I'll tell you, one of the ones that have always been my favorite, especially for a small tree, is this Twisty baby. Tell us about that.
Yes, it's a type of locust. It's a newer, well, as far as I know, a newer introduction. A type of locust with the twisted branches, and again, that'll show a lot better in winter when it drops its leaves. It's a very small tree, not to be confused with, you know, the big 30-foot tall growing locusts that we think of in the garden, but kind of a unique little, you know, patio tree edition.
It really is, and I love them because they do well in pots with the size they are.
Exactly.
Now, this little creature here, tell us about it.
That is a unicorn rush, or Juncus. They're moisture-loving grasses. Some species are naturally found in bogs or lakes, and this one, as you can especially see here, has really twisted growth.
It really is twisted.
Yeah.
And it's not unusual on these to have a couple of straight ones too. That happens, but
quite variable.
The real beauty of them is their twist. Now, you know, cryptomerias started coming around about 15 years ago. They started being really popular, but the new varieties they're introducing are just grand. Tell us about this one.
Yeah, as you said, the cryptomerias are, you know, fairly new trees. They're also called Japanese cedars, and the naturally occurring one's just a tree, you know, growing 20 or 30 feet tall. But some of the neat new ones have, you know, dwarf forms, different colors, and in this case, twisted growth.
It really is. It's just so contorted and such a cool structure, and a wonderful evergreen addition to the garden as well.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, tell us about this little gray beauty here.
This is probably my first introduction to twisted plants. It's a neat little thing called a Corokia. I don't know of a common name for it, do you?
I don't know of a common name either, no.
Okay, yeah. Let's
call it twisted gray plant, shall
There we go, yeah. Well, I think I've heard it called a wire netting bush. But anyway.
Well, that could be too.
As you can see, they have the great contorted foliage. It's also got interesting structure on a single stem trunk.
Yeah.
And it's become a moderately frequent subject for bonsai.
Yeah.
You thin it out and trim it up and put it in an appropriate pot, and it really gives you an interesting growth.
And I was so surprised a few years ago to see a large specimen in a garden covered in little yellow blooms. So they actually do bloom as well.
They have nice little flowers.
Now, if you're looking for some great color in your yard, early in the spring, how about this one here? Tell us about it.
Yeah, that's the newest introduction as far as the contorted hazelnuts go. Called Red Majestic. It's basically just been bred to have the interesting leaf color. I think it's a welcome addition to the garden center, and for those that like it,
I have to say, in the last couple of months, I have secretly fallen in love with this color leaf. It really just is amazing in the garden and adds a lot of cool coloration. Well, you know, if you're interested in adding some structure or just getting a new plant with a new twist, how about that? You can go to gardentime.tv. We'll click you over to Portland Nursery's website. Be sure and visit either one of their stores for more information. Thanks so much, Sean.
Thank you.